EA Sports coverage of the NFL. AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There you go. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boots. Watch the boots. Shit. Watch the shit. Undercrush. There we go. Going to 54. Wire in. There we go. Going to 53. Check 99. Check 99.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line. We're going to work. Hey, alert 3. Shit. Check 3.
Now Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's get 2nd. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Switch. Check 52. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. Bang.
Here's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. Line 8. Alert 3.
On 1st down, Pollard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 39 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
That one 28 yards on the ground. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
We're going to 54. Line 8. So we're going to 53. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run with Pollard. Earl Thomas in on the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Pollard. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. There goes Mark Ingram. 30. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 71 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
But listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they get the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 27 yards there, a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run for Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Safety's creeping. He get. Go to 54. Go to 54.
On third down, Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So the Cowboys will punt it on fourth down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Chris Jones on to punt this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 70 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Switch, switch, switch. Check. Check, 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 check. Shoot, shoot. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Here we go. Get off the field. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check the hot read. Showing up, showing up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. We're going to 54. Wide in.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You got it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Watch the shift. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Shit, shit, shit. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Hey, kill, 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 kill. So we're going to 54, wide in. Double up. Then we're going to 53.
They'll run left with Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to third down and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 52. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Bang, 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 bang. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
On third down, Pollard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
Hey, we're going to 53. 36. Check. Check hot route. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in. Here we go. 26.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
We're going to 53. No. We're going to 54, going to 54. Line in. 26.
They'll try the left side. Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. It's a give to the right. Ingram breaks a tackle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and goal.
On second down now, Pollard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time.